How's your spending been over the last week or so? Well, welcome to week 2 of our stay at home. So we've got another 2 weeks to go after this. How are you coping? Linda the Money Mentalist. So when we did our first video about the COVID and the things that you should be doing and the actions you should be doing right now, the very first thing on that list was look at your numbers, know what's coming in and know what's going out. So today, on the 1 week anniversary, I thought we would drill down a little bit more into that. And if you've already done it, well done, fantastic, give yourself a pat on the back. But I'm guessing that there's a lot of you out there who haven't, because you've been very busy settling in, either moving your office home, getting used to working from home, getting used to having family around you, getting used to potentially having your partner around you 24/7 as well. So there's been a huge amount of adjustment. So if you haven't done your numbers yet, don't beat yourself up, because I'm going to give you some really useful things that you can really think about when you go through that process. So I have here beside me Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this concept, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a reminder, and then we're going to relate it back to your money and how you can become a sensible spender over this period, and also when we come out and life starts to get back to some semblance of normality. So Maslow, he was a psychologist, and he came up with this wonderful hierarchy of needs. Now, at the very bottom, there's what we call our physiological needs. Basically, food, clothing, shelter. We all need that in some form or other. Next, he said, we need to feel safe. Then we need to be loved, and we need to feel that we belong. Then it becomes about us, about our self-esteem. And then at the very top level is what we call self-actualization, which I don't know that many people actually get to that point. Most of us are happy to kind of sit around this point here. Now, when it comes to managing your money, and you hear the term budget, and you hear the term austerity, and you hear the term we've got to batten down our hatches, what we need to make sure that we cover is this area down the very bottom here, because you need to keep the roof over your head, you need to keep food on the table, and you want to keep your family clothed. Now, I completely understand that, and I completely agree with that concept when we are in times of unusual stress, which we are now. Now, I don't know your personal circumstances, and everyone out there is going to be different. Some of you will be just now had your wages cut because you're down to 80%. Some of you may be business owners or self-employed where you've actually gone from something down to zero, and some of you will be able to work from home and you will still be maintaining the same level of income that you've always had. So I am going to be really general here because I need to, but what I want you to do is apply this very much to your personal circumstances. Okay, now get back to your numbers, get onto your online banking and look at every single automatic payment and every single direct debit that comes out of your bank account. And alongside of it, assess where does it fit on each of these levels. Now, if you pay mortgage or rent, it's most likely it's going to be down here, isn't it? If it's the gym subscription, it might be a little bit higher up. But I want you to look at everything and assess where it is. For everything that is on this bottom level here, you need to make a personal decision whether it is something that you can reduce, something that you can put to one side for a period of time, or something that you must pay come hell or high water. Now, for example, we know the banks are starting to offer mortgage holidays. We know you can start to talk to your landlord to see if you can negotiate the rent you're paying. We know that insurance companies are also starting to talk to clients about being able to defer policies. Have those conversations. Take advice from specialists, talk to brokers, talk to bankers. These decisions are really important because they can affect the future of your health and your well-being further on down the track. So don't take those decisions lightly, but look at them and see what is available to you. Right now, cash is king, and you want to keep as much money in your bank account as you possibly can. So deal with everything that is at this level first and make sure that you are safe in that area, which also leads you into this one here. Now, when we get to the next level and the other sorts of expenses that you might be paying, this is where it comes down to you and your family, your personal value and your personal needs. So I don't want you to just go holus bolus, I'm cutting out the gym, I'm cutting out the magazine subscription, I'm cutting out everything else that I'm paying. I want you to take that one thought further as you go through this process. Behavioural economics model says everything that we do is to fulfill a need. What we tend to do is use money to fulfill that need because it's the easiest thing to use. And as you look at your bank account, you're probably going to see that you are doing that. So there is going to be stuff in there that you can go, actually, I can manage without that for now. I don't need to pay the gym subscription. I know we can't go there right now, but there's other ways I can exercise, so that's something that I can not worry about. I want you to think about everything that you're spending and be really sensible about it and think about what is the need. For example, for me, we are now doing our Pilates class online. I spend an awful lot of time sitting behind a computer. My back aches, I get really sore and I get really stiff. So that Pilates class, which I'm still paying for, is really important part of my health and well-being. Do you see where I'm coming from on that? So you need to look at all of those expenses. If for you there is something there that if you were to do a budget, it would be, no, you can't have that, it's a luxury, dig down to the need. Why is it really important? Why are you resisting stopping and saying, I still need this, I don't know quite why? Dig down into the need, find out what it is. That is what I mean by becoming a sensible spender. You're analysing everything, you're making really good choices and really sound decisions that will not only get you through this period of time we're in now, but will set you up really well for the period afterwards. So lots of information here tonight, and I know some of it is going to be a little bit, oh, I haven't thought of things like this. So please, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, message us, or if you'd like to talk further, then you are most welcome to book a call with me and I can talk you through this in a little bit more detail. I hope you're all doing well as we're into week 2 and we'll be back real soon. Bye for now.